Welcome back to Bar Guy University headquarters. Today I got some Rambutan that I found in the grocery store, and I thought it might be cool if we infused it with some rum, a little bit of sour apple, and maybe even some citrus skin, maybe lemon skins, and we infuse all of that into rum and then we make a mojito out of it. So this green apple that I have is actually frozen. I used some of the skin to garnish a drink, but I didn't want the entire apple going away, so I stuck it in the freezer. We're gonna just stick this whole thing into our container that we're gonna infuse in, and then we're gonna add our ingredients after. Okay, so when I was at the grocery store, I found some Rambutan, and I had never actually had Rambutans. I just saw them and they looked great, and since I didn't have any, I figured it would be a great idea to make some drinks with them, right? So if you never had Rambutan before, this big fuzzy ugly part is just the skin. It's just the cover and the shell for it, right? Then you have the meaty part, the actual fruit, and then inside of that you have this giant seed. My goal for this infusion is to get that flesh off of the seed. I don't know if I'll be able to be successful in doing it all, but we're gonna try. See, the issue is if I drop the whole thing in there with this giant seed in the middle, it'll make my infusion a little more difficult because I'll have to let it sit longer. Usually what we do is we let it sit for about a week, and then we blend everything together, and then we strain all of the solids out of the liquid. And if I have a seed in there, I can't blend it up. Okay, so now that we have all of the Rambutan we're gonna use separated from the shell and the seed with our frozen green apple in here, we're gonna peel a lemon and we're gonna put the lemon peel inside of here as well. Now, if you ever had a Rambutan, then you know that the flavor is very subtle. It's not a very upfront flavor. Lean into it. Even if we come away with something bitter or something sour, that's fine because we're creating our own liqueur using these items here. Next, we want to use our 2-ounce Bar Guy shot glass to measure out 10 ounces of light rum. So now that we have everything in here, we're going to let this sit for a minimum of 7 days. Now, I think what I'm probably going to do is pull this out after 7 days, take the apple out, cut it away from the core, put the apple back in and let it sit for another 3 or 4 days before we finish our infusion.